Hey everybody, welcome back to Big Red EDC. I usually say welcome back, but if this is your first time checking out Big Red EDC, I invite you to hang out for a little while because we're getting ready to take a look at four just absolutely fantastic, gorgeous knives. Now, before I get started taking a look at the knives, I have to thank our good friend JR for loaning these out. I mean, these are all Pena X series knives. They are very beautiful, just well crafted knives, and I really, really appreciate JR giving me the opportunity to check them out. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, when he first said, hey, you want to check them out? I'm like, wow, yeah, of course. And then I believe it might have been an SKL, but he's like, oh yeah, they haven't been carried, and I'm like, oh man, dude, the pressure. So I did carry them lightly. I did use them lightly because he told me I could, but these are just four knives that, man, JR, you got to get these things. Unless you really, really want to keep them, as special collection pieces, I totally understand that. But trust me, I didn't do anything crazy. I didn't do anything serious. Just a little bit so I could get an idea and a feel for the knife. I promise. I promise you that. But as you can see, we have four Pena X series knives in front of us. Now, all of them are M390 blade steel. As you can see, now we have a combination of cover materials. You have titanium and carbon fiber. You have all titanium, and then you have titanium and micarta. And I tell you what, we're going to go through here. I'm going to show you each one. And we're just going to, this is not really a review, guys. It's just kind of an overview, checking out some really, really gorgeous knives. As we're looking at them, I want you guys to get an idea of which one you think I like the best. And we'll go from there. Okay? So as I'm talking about them, just let's have some fun with it. So the first one we're going to take a look at is probably maybe the biggest one of the bunch, but this is the dog leg jack. Now, as I said before, titanium, beautiful carbon fiber. All these knives are Riot built, so the quality is just, it's really unquestionable at this point. They're all sort of front flipper, top flipper sort of knives, just absolutely gorgeous. Titanium pocket clip, titanium backspacer on this one. Just a really, really beautiful knife. Now, the action, just silly, silly action. Look at that blade. Oh my goodness, I love that blade. Oh, I'm going to say that a lot, guys. I'm going to say I love this whatever a lot because I do. I don't know how else to put it. Beautiful, beautiful grinds, nice swedge. There you go, M390 blade steel. Now, the jimping on all of them is, again, it's maybe some of the best jimping I've ever felt because it's aggressive, but it's not too aggressive. It does exactly what I want it to. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there that don't really care for jimping, and I understand that. Now, some of these are a little bit easier to top flip for me than others. Front flipper, it's not even a question. They're just so smooth. But top flipping, I don't know, it's probably my hand size or whatever, but I can. Now, it's just like front flippers used to be. The harder I try, the less I can do it. If I just do it and don't think about it, yeah, it's fine. But this really is a fantastic, fantastic piece. Now, guys, a lot of these are going to be secondary market knives. You might be able to find them in stock, but I know a few. I know Blade HQ has a bunch of their exclusives, Penas, available right now. But, man, just a beautiful, beautiful knife. Now, the next one we're going to take a look at, we're going to take a look at the Zulu, because this has got a lot going on. This is kind of that trapper style pattern, if you will. But look at the milling. And the milling it's got on that handle. That is just fantastic. All titanium, titanium pocket clip. All these are right hand tip up carry only. Again, You've got an M390 blade, frame lock, of course, titanium pocket clip, and just an amazing action. Oh, look at that blade. You guys know I'm a sucker for a drop point, and these are just some gorgeous. There we go. If we get some light, there you go, M390. But the milling on that handle, and all these are just almost perfect size for me. I mean, that just feels so good in hand. I mean, I can get a wide variety of grips with this. And the other thing I like about it is, you know, sometimes pocket clips on these traditional style knives, just because of the frame lock and where they're placed, man, not at all. That feels so, so good. The grind on that one. Nail nick. Can you open it with a nail nick? Absolutely you can. Sure. It's kind of that, really that blend of modern and traditional, again, that you guys know I talk about quite a bit, you know, especially in regards to like Finch knives and stuff. But Pena, I mean, is doing it and doing it very, very well also. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous knife. The blade on this one, man. Now we'll go to the Barlow. Oh, look at that. Nice clip point blade. Again, I didn't give you a close-up like I did the rest of them. We got to do that. Again, beautiful carbon fiber. Man, the transitions. Yeah, what transition? My goodness. Very, very well done. Again, titanium, carbon fiber, titanium pocket clip, back spacer. My goodness. Just get a good look at that. Now, again, front flipper, just as easy as can be. I mean, I guess it's a top flipper more than a front flipper. There, I can top flip that one. Nice clip point blade. Again, Pena X series, really, really nice. Swedge, of course. Sure, you can open it with the nail nick. Absolutely. Kind of a bolster lock there, I guess you could say. Oh, man. Another very, very smooth, beautiful knife. Now, you guys know the Barlow pattern is probably one of my favorite patterns of traditional knives. You definitely got that nice Barlow look to it. Again, just feels amazing in hand. No real issues. I can kind of feel the pocket clip on this one a little bit. Nice choil. Jimping. Yeah, it's back there a little ways. I'm kind of getting off of it when I place my thumb. It's catching probably the back half, third of my thumb. But still, my goodness. Fabulous, fabulous knives. I was going to review each one of these separately, but I was like, no, I just want to sit here and I just want to talk about them and look at them. And just, well, for one, because most of them, they're hard to get their hands on. And I know it's frustrating for you guys when I show you a knife and you're like, oh man, I really want that. Well, guess what? You know, I understand that and I get that. Sometimes that just cannot be helped. I mean, especially, you know, when we do the pass arounds and stuff. If a lot of people are looking at that knife, you know, and if it's a really popular knife and it's a low run, well, it might be sold out by the time some of us get our hands on it. Just the way it is. Now with these have been around a little while. So, but this is my first opportunity to check them out. Look at this guy. Beautiful, beautiful. This is the Trapper. Now this one is micarta. Titanium. Again, titanium all around. Just like the rest of them. Very, very well done. I mean, just gorgeous. Oh, man. This one is probably the smoothest one out of them all. I can effortlessly top flick it, front flick it, however, you know. I mean, it is just so smooth. It's really, really awesome. Now, we got kind of not quite a drastic, maybe a slight clip to it. Nice swedge on it. Pena X series again. Nice choil going there. M390, of course, as I said. Feels absolutely fantastic. Fantastic in hand. That's just so smooth. And all of them, their actions are just, it's a drop and a shake. I mean, they're fantastic. Very, very well-made knives. Man. And then, of course, like I said, this is probably the largest one of them all, the dog leg. God, that blade. That one. Now, that almost has a ratchet sound to it. Listen. You hear that? It's almost got a ratchet. You can really hear those bearings roll. That's kind of, I don't know. I think that's kind of cool. But anyway, back to the knife. Again, just all of them. So very comfortable. So very, just very, very well made. And like I said, when JR told me, he's like, hey, they've never been carried, but feel free. I'm like, I think that's where I said that's almost as bad as kissing another man's wife. I believe I said that on SKL. Carrying a knife, somebody else's knife that's never been carried, just feels wrong. You know what I mean? So, but JR, man, I really, really appreciate you giving me the opportunity to take a look at all these, to really, I mean, explore Pena even more in depth. I mean, I've had the Apache kickstop, you know, I've had a couple in here, but to really, really get all of these together like this and really just explore and experience the brand, it's extremely invaluable to me as I learn knives. I mean, yeah, guys, I'm still learning. I'm by no expert by any means of the word. You know, just a guy that likes knives, likes talking about knives, and you guys like that too, and that's why we're doing this. So, just gorgeous. So, all right. Which one do you think is my favorite? Which one do you think I like the most? And it might surprise you. I'll just tell you that. Okay. You got your guess? Guys, I'm really, really going to have to go with the Trapper, believe it or not. And I know that's really going to surprise a lot of you. Why would it surprise you? Well, you guys know, I mean, the blade, oh God, that's a gorgeous, gorgeous blade. I love that blade. It's beautiful. I love the blade on the dog leg. Absolutely 100% love that blade. But as a whole, a knife and whole, you know, I'm not as big on clip points, but it's not serious. It's slight. It's a Trapper. You guys know I like Barlow's better. Yeah, I know. But it's just an all-around, the action on this knife, you guys know I love my Carta. It's so fidgety. It's so, I mean, yeah, this one won me over. I'll tell you. It really, really did. It's extremely, extremely comfortable. And out of the four, I ended up picking that one over everything else. I know, that might be a surprise. If that Trapper had a blade shape, oh man, are you kidding me? It wouldn't even have been close. If that Trapper would have had this blade on it, yeah, no question. And I really, really, unfortunately, the Barlow kind of got left in the back. It really did. I love my Barlows. I love my single-bladed Barlows. But the blade shapes, and to be perfectly honest with you, it came down to these two. It really did. The dog leg, nothing wrong with it. I like it. Not as hip to the dog leg pattern and frame and the way it fits my hand and stuff. The blade is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. The construction, everything else is fantastic. But it really came down to the two more Trapper patterns. The Zulu, and you guys know I like my Carta, and it won. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. So I tell you what, guys, down in the comments, tell me which one you think Now, obviously, it's hard to tell if you haven't had one in hand, and I get that, I understand. But tell me down in the comments which one you think you would like better based on aesthetics, and blade composition, and, as far as that goes. I know it's once you get it in hand, it could be a complete different story, but just from what you see here today, tell me down in the comments which one you think you would like best. Once again, I have to thank JR for the opportunity to check out these amazing, wonderful knives. Thank you very much, my friend. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank all you guys for checking them out with me, for hanging out, talking about some really, really beautiful, gorgeous knives. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. As always, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, guys, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.